All right. Greetings, all. Thank you for returning to my channel. I'm Professor Nooney. Allow me to welcome you back to the Custom Boxer BareKnuckle Tournament, the second edition. We are continuing on in Group A with our third fight of the group, in the first round, that is. That will be between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Chuck Norris. What a clash of champions right here. Chuck Norris in his own respective right being a martial arts champion. Steve Austin coming from the wrestling world, having been the world champion, heavyweight champion multiple times in his tenure there. So this ought to be a tremendous fight. So as always, I'm going to show the bracket, and if you have not watched the first two fights, I very, very much recommend that you do so you don't spoil the current progress of the tournament. If you already have watched those fights or you simply don't care, then allow me to show you the bracket right now. We are right here. We're between Steve Austin and Chuck Norris, the third fight in our first group. First, we had Gucci Mane, which was the real name is Radrick Davis, fighting Quentin Rampage Jackson, who knocked him out in the 9th round. Then we had Freddy Krueger versus Popeye the Sailor Man. Freddy winning the fight up until round 7, and Popeye just mounting this huge comeback from round 8 onwards, getting a knockdown on his way up to the victory, coming in with a unanimous decision. As we saw in our last fight, if Freddy Krueger won that last round, he would have won by split decision. But that's the way that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. That is where we are right now. So with that being said, we are going to start the fight between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Chuck Norris, and I do believe that the fighters are on their way down to the ring right now, if I'm not mistaken. If we can just switch over to our broadcast camera. And yes, here we are. We are at Las Vegas. As you see the tail of the tape, Stone Cold having a huge reach advantage. Chuck Norris a bit heavier, though, wondering if he's going to have more power behind his shots. Stone Cold coming all the way from San Antonio, Texas, in the United States. Seems to be reflecting the same demeanor that Popeye the Sailor Man had in his fight. Coming in very focused, looking at nothing but the ring, not being distracted or bothered by the crowds cheering for his entrance. Walking through that darkness. Oh, that looked pretty cool there. Chuck Norris, on the other hand, coming in a little bit light-footed, looking really happy to be here, looking forward to this fight, and the crowd is just exploding for him. Loving the fact that Chuck Norris agreed to take part in this tournament. Unfortunately, part of the contract being this is a boxing fight. This is not kickboxing or any other sort of martial arts. He is not allowed to use any sort of roundhouses. That perhaps may negatively affect his performance tonight. But we said the same thing about Popeye and his lack of spinach in his diet, and he ended up winning that fight. It appears the crowd is favoring neither fighter over the other. They are loving both Stone Colds. They are just here to watch a tremendous fight, and I think we are as well. Referee giving the goods to the boxers right now, letting them know to be clean, no low blows, no kicking, no headbutts, no elbows. Let's start the fight. Center of the ring. Both men come out swinging, charging at each other. Chuck Norris appears to be paying homage to Ali with those trunks. Brandless. Stone Cold, on the other hand, with his name tatted, with his name tatted on the back, wearing those Everlast branded trunks. Pretty good uppercut by Chuck. Stone Cold backs up to the corner, laid a trap there. Looks like he caught him with a couple of good hooks. And Chuck Norris backs up a little bit. Not only with the reach advantage, but with the height advantage. Stone Cold seems to be towering over Norris, hitting him with really good shots. Wow, these fellows are really taking some brutal hits. Headshot after headshot. Chuck Norris backed up to the ropes there. Stone Cold laying into him. Then backs up when Chuck tries to throw some punches. Oh, catches him with the good left. Another good left. Both been trading hooks in the center of the ring. Sidestepping to the ropes there. Chuck tries to clinch to slow down Steve's momentum. This appears to have worked as he backed up, but now Chuck back against the ropes again. What a lot of activity happening in just the first round of this fight. Oh, wow, what a huge left hook. Chuck appears to be unfazed by it, though, and catches Steve with the good uppercut. Coming up at the end of round 1, 10 seconds left. Looks like this round goes to Stone Cold, and let's go to the corners.
Keep your hands up and throw your hands. I need you to string your punches together. 3, 4 punches at a time, okay?
Let's go, let's go. What are you waiting for? You want this fight? Then let's move out there. This guy's gonna win this fight if you don't take control, son. You got...
Start of round 2. Chuck's trainer not satisfied at all, telling him to move his head more. It just appears that he's not ready for the height and reach of Stone Cold. He can't see these shots coming, and he's taking tremendous damage. At least that's what it appears to look like from over here. Wondering if his guard is indeed sufficient, and it just appears that he's being dominated, but that doesn't matter, as if it looks to the judges like he isn't doing well enough job of controlling the fight. Rounds will be scored against him. He could, in fact, just be playing the long game, though. We've seen that before. Fighter takes his time in the first half of the fight, waits until the latter half, and comes out full force swinging. Playing possum the first time around. That could be the case for Chuck Norris right now.
That's it.
Chuck Norris in full guard there. Both men appear to be coming from opposite angles. Chuck with the overhands. Stone Cold with the uppercuts. This is definitely a seesaw battle. One goes forward and the other goes back, and then it reverses. As last round, Chuck appeared to be the one backing up to the ropes. Stone Cold appears to have his back pressed up against them this round, although he is fighting for his way out, and he is in the middle of the round, or rather the ring. But there he goes, backing up. Chuck is chasing him. Although he does appear to be pursuing Stone Cold, he doesn't appear to be doing much once he gets in close. And he's taking tremendous hits on the head. Coming up at the end of round 2, let's go to the corners.
You gotta let your hands go, champ. You hear me? You have to. You have to be busy out there. This guy's beating you. Now, if you throw 3 or 4 punches in a row, you can turn this thing around.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. That was fucking amazing. I want another round like that. This is your...
Start of round 3. As we saw from them close-ups, Chuck Norris' face appears to be badly damaged, and it's only the start of round 3. He has a terrible cut above his left eye, although the corner appears to be cleaning it up well in between rounds. As soon as he goes back, he is leaking profusely. Stone Cold, on the other hand, just appears to have a couple of bruises up there. It's just impressive how towering Stone Cold is over Chuck there. Gets caught with an uppercut. Doesn't appear to slow Stone Cold down. Good left hook by Stone Cold Steve Austin. It does not face Chuck. It doesn't frighten him at all. He's still standing toe-to-toe with Stone Cold.
Back to the body.
Catches him with an uppercut there, just to interrupt his punch. Oh, Chuck got caught with a good right hand. Difficult to see from this angle who's getting the better of whom.
You got this one.
Oh, a couple of good hooks right there. Nice little 1-2 by Chuck Norris and a good uppercut. Chuck is standing right inside and just keeping his guard up, perhaps trying to have Steve Austin punch himself out. That might be the strategy. If that be the case, then Chuck Norris is relying heavily on the resilience of his chin. His face is taking tremendous damage. He's still getting caught with some shots. Tries to come in, tries to clinch. Stone Cold keeps him away, ends the round with a good straight. Let's go to the corners.
Finish with the hook. It's easy. It's there. Just like we practice in the gym. Throw a punch. Finish with the hook. It's easy, all right? Come on now. I need you to look alive back there. Let's go. Loosen up, man.
You gotta land a big punch now, champ. No doubt about it. You lose in this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot and knock this guy out.
Start of round 4, we see Teddy's scorecards. He has the first 3 rounds going to Steve Austin. I don't think anybody can argue with that at this point. You see Chuck Norris's trainer telling him you need to land power shots, and a good solid one at that, to knock him out. He doesn't necessarily need a knockout this early in the fight, although that would be wonderful. For him, at least. I'd rather see a longer fight between these two men. Steve Austin in the corner here, but fights his way out. Chuck backs up, doesn't want any of those jabs, is aware of the reach advantage. Catches Stone Cold with the right hand. Couple of good hooks by Chuck Norris. Trying to keep Stone Cold in the corner, squeezes his way out. Chuck gets hit with an overhand right there, but still has the outside advantage right now of trying to keep Steve in the corner, but he does back up. And now his back is against the ropes. And gets caught with a good uppercut. Both men are just throwing them punches out there. Punches in bunches, as they say. Chuck trying to maintain that strategy of maybe allowing Steve to just, like I said earlier, punch himself out, keeping his guard up when he gets inside. Looking for those openings.
Keep that head moving, baby. Come on, champ.
Stone Cold throws a bunch of punches and looks like they're haymakers. Backs up once he realizes a lot of them aren't getting through. Crowd not liking this fight right now. Wants a little bit more from Chuck. Got Stone Cold in the corner. Stone Cold doesn't look like he can get out right now. Keeping his guard up. Trying to sidestep out. It looks like he's made it out. That is the end of round 4. Let's go to the corners.
Let this thing get away from us, champ. Come on now. This is it. You gotta make a fight right now. Okay, listen. I need you to throw 3 punches. Combinations. Be busy out.
Oh, this is a wipeout. You're winning this fight. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you got this. Just there you go.
Start of round 5. We are almost at the halfway mark of this whole fight. It's going by relatively quick. Chuck Norris's trainer telling him to try to throw combinations. I do believe he is trying, but most of the time he's getting interrupted with Steve Austin's haymakers there. Surprising with the ferocity of these punches, nobody has gone down yet. I do believe Chuck is playing the long game here. Although his face is taking tremendous damage, he has a terrible cut above his right eye and below. A lot of blood coming out of Chuck Norris's face on the left side of it, rather. Wondering if the referee's taking a closer look at it. If his cornermen don't do a great job at concealing and cleaning it up, when he comes out, he could be stopped. In that case, a technical knockout will be awarded to Steve Austin. But Chuck does not appear to be winded enough and does appear to be doing enough, keeping his guard up, throwing punches out there to keep the referee at bay. Gets caught with a good uppercut, though. Does appear to have broken through his guard. He's still able to stand toe-to-toe and inside with Stone Cold. Looks like he's trying to go for those combinations at the request of his trainer, but Steve Austin keeps his arms up. Doesn't look like any of the punches went through. Chuck trying to find a way in. Mixing it up between body and head. Couple of good shots to Stone Cold's chin. Chuck Norris backing up to the corner. Less than 10 seconds left in the round. End of round 5. Let's go to the corner. Stone Cold appears to stumble back a little.
This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up.
You're losing this fight. You gotta pick it up. You hear me? You gotta pick it up. Do not fight his fight. Jab and move. Stick and move, baby. You know it. Come on now. Let's do it.
Start of round 6. Pretty good uppercut by Chuck there.
Keep doing what you're doing.
We can kind of gain a sort of bit of knowledge as to who is probably more than likely winning this fight. That appears to be Steve Austin based on his trainer's praise of him. Pretty well. Really good combinations by Stone Cold right there. Head, body, head, body. Chuck's trainer in the corner telling him you're not focusing. He's just getting laid into. Even though Steve is in the corner, even though he made his way out, Chuck is not taking advantage of these positions. Both been trading shots. Steve is stunned now. Got caught with the right hand, and now he's on the mat. A right hand stunned him, and a right hand knocked him down. And gets caught with an uppercut on his way down. I did not see that coming. Stone Cold on the mat, first time in this fight. Gets up at the count of 5. We are only in round 6. That does not fare well for Stone Cold. We're just about halfway through, and the crowd does not like that. The crowd does not like that Stone Cold got knocked down. Let's see if Chuck can take advantage of this. Did not see that coming, and especially Steve. Nobody did it, but especially Stone Cold did not see that right hand. Stone Cold almost looking desperate right now, trying to get his own knockdown to even up the score. Could this be the turning point for the rest of the fight? We are only halfway done. This may have been Chuck's plan this entire time, to play possum the first half of the fight. Jabs trying to keep Chuck Norris away. Stone Cold misses with that left hand.
Stay on the inside.
Steve Austin's trainer does not want him to keep away. They want him to rush Norris. He seemed to be having a lot of success with that in the first half, but oh boy. Nobody expected that knockdown. End of round 6. Let's go to the corners. Chuck celebrating.
This is yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points like that.
Relax. You're okay. You're okay. Keep your hands up. Keep them up, all right? I mean, he caught you with your hands down. Let's keep them up. Listen, he's gonna come.
Start of round 7. We heard Stone Cold's trainer saying, "Keep your hands up." He caught you with your hands down. It does appear that Chuck Norris managed to sneak in a right hand just like that, which is what stunned Stone Cold. But oh boy, Stone Cold coming in with some really big power shots. Backs Chuck up. Chuck needs to back up and reassess. He felt those punches. Oh my Lord, these shots both men are taking. Uppercuts and hooks and straights and uppercuts and body shots. Who has the stronger chin? That looks like what it's going to come down to. Stone Cold eats an uppercut. That's incredible. Has Chuck in the corner, though. Looks like Chuck managed to sneak himself out there. Coming in with a couple of jabs to try to keep Steve Austin away. That's quite abnormal, considering Steve has the reach advantage. But now he has Chuck on the ropes again. Chuck clinches to try to slow him down. Steve Austin backs up. Chuck Norris trying to keep him away.
Do that again. That looked good. Do that one more time.
Steve Austin appears to be a bit more conservative when he comes in. Although he's definitely trying to get some shots in while he's up close. Chuck is playing a bit more intelligent now. It's caught with the left uppercut, but there may not have been a whole lot behind it. Steve Austin looking like a deer caught in a headlight. Oh, wow. Gets caught with a good right hand. Momentarily stunned him, it appeared.
Keep pushing.
End of round 7. Good Lord, what a round.
You're losing this fight. You need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, all right? You got that? You have to take a risk. All right, listen. You need to create more counters.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep that jab pumping, then throw the lead right hand. You're winning this fight hands down, baby.
All right, start of round 8, and it is indeed true. Chuck Norris has won every single round since we last saw Teddy's scorecards. If Steve has any chance of winning this, he needs to kick it up a notch starting now. Perhaps relying on the work he put in the first 3 rounds of this fight. Chuck Norris's eyes appear to be swollen shut. However, running purely on boxing instincts, he's just throwing things out there. Somehow they're connecting. Chuck Norris, or rather Steve Austin, doesn't have a single cut, not any drop of blood coming down his face, but he's having tremendous problems managing this fighter. It appears Norris is not giving him an open path or an easy path to negotiate around his swinging, because Steve is getting laid into. Even though he's throwing his own shots back, they don't have a whole lot of power behind them. Steve Austin may have indeed fallen into the trap of punching himself out. That might have been Chuck Norris's plan this whole time. And as a result of his energy being drained, Steve Austin is definitely losing the accuracy that he had before. That may be the mitigating factor to this fight right now. He's either hitting guard or he's hitting air. He's not hitting his mark. Oh, a 1-2 knocks him down on the mat. Didn't see it coming. Tried to clinch, gets caught in the jaw, and now there is a cut open below the right eye of Stone Cold. Gets caught on his way in to try to clinch. Knocked down on the mat. It's the second knockdown of the fight. Both times it's been Stone Cold. Is he able to get up? He's up at the count of 6. Wants to continue fighting. The referee will allow it. Misses with an overhand, gets caught with the straight and knocked down immediately again. Lunges backwards, winds up and catches Stone Cold with the right hand. Stone Cold goes down to the mat for a 3rd time in this fight. 2nd time in this round. Is Stone Cold going to be able to get up? It looks like he's trying. At 7, will Stone Cold be able to get? He gets up at the count of 9. We are nearing the end of round 8. Will he make it? He does. What a turnaround for Chuck.
It's all yours, baby. But you gotta keep working. Keep working, and this fight is yours. Don't get lazy out there, you hear me? Don't get lazy. Winning this fight, but do not get lazy.
All right, breathe. Good. Deep breath. Deep breath. Get some water in. You're good. You all right? You okay? Here you go.
All right, start of round 9. Steve Austin's trainer didn't have any real advice for him that time, just told him to breathe and recuperate. I'm pretty sure Stone Cold knows what he needs to do, but easier said than done. Chuck Norris is coming in with those punches, man. Stone Cold trying to go for body shots, trying to get the stamina drained from Norris so these punches don't have as much power behind them, but he's not having a lot of success. If he goes down again, that may be it. The referee may not even do a count. He's stuck in the corner. He's getting caught. Can't get out. Knocked down again. Stone Cold has been knocked down again. His 4th knockdown of the fight, excuse me. Gets caught with an overhand left. Goes down and gets caught with another on his way down. Is he going to make it up? The referee will count. He's going to give Stone Cold the opportunity to get up. Stone Cold trying to get up. Is he going to make it? He's up at the count of 9. He's up again. He does not want to quit. What spirit behind this man?
Keep working the jab.
Chuck has to be impressed by this heart that this fighter has, but doesn't appear to be phased at all. Still going for the win. has not adjusted his boxing style yet since the start of this round. Steve Austin trying to keep Norris away. Norris backing up. Surprising that he's still managed, and now he's definitely bleeding profusely. Steve Austin has a huge cut beneath his right eye. That is where that appears to be the target for Norris at this point. That might be why he's getting these knockdowns. At this point in the fight, the only way for Stone Cold to win is for a clear knockout. A knockdown will not do it. End of round 9. Very surprising that Stone Cold is still up.
Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take these shots, understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches.
Keep smart, that's it. Last round, all right? Keep it smart, and you got this one.
Very surprised that we are here. The final round of the fight. Steve Austin absolutely needs a knockout, and he knows it. And Chuck knows it as well. Chuck can easily just stay back, keep him away, conserve his energy, does not need to go for any hard knockdowns, but it doesn't matter. It looks like Steve Austin's going down again. He does, from a body shot. Will the referee even allow this to continue? Cuts right on the inside. What an angle. What an angle. Stone Cold goes down flat on his back, and now he's trying to get up. What heart, what spirit this man has. He gets up, he falls back down. That is the end of the fight. Knockout in the last round of the fight. Stone Cold does not look pleased with that. Very upset at himself for letting this fight slip away. Chuck Norris may have had it in the bag, or rather may have had this plan of this whole time, knew what he was doing, knew what he was trying to have Steve Austin do, was waiting and being very sneaky, waiting until the second half of the fight to kick it up, and as a result, he got that victory, a clear winner. As said before, Stone Cold had no chance of winning that fight at that point unless it was by knockout. Unfortunately, he could not get it. Chuck Norris just had his number. He was too drained at that point, and as a result, Chuck gets the winner by knockout. 4 knockdowns, or I believe it may have been 5. With that being said, and with that happening, with the fight being over, we now throw it over to the tournament brackets so we can give Chuck Norris his well-earned golden, glorious 4 points, which everyone at this point should know represents a knockout. Chuck Norris knocking out Stone Cold Steve Austin in the last round. He moves on to the semifinals. He will fight the winner of Jason Statham and Shaquille O'Neal. What a tremendous fight. That being said, thank you all to those who came to check out my video for watching my video. I appreciate all the views and notoriety I can get. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, take care and God bless.